Greetings, Glitter Gang, and welcome back to Kathryn Scraps Live. My name is Kathryn, and this is the evening show on September 14th. This afternoon, we finished all the pattern paper layers, inserts, liners, etc. for the fourth wallet. So we're on wallet number 4. And now we're just going to work on getting everything from this stage to stuck in the book. So that's going to be the main focus of tonight's class. I have the door to the main house cracked a little bit so that if any cats want to come say hi, they can, but nobody's going to get stuck out here who wants to be back inside. I will say that Kitty is pretty pissed off right now. So we may not see her at all. Poor thing. She had her first acne treatment. I guess her vet said she had a little bit of acne. Kitty and Marcel went to the vet on Tuesday. So, and everything was great with both of them except for this like acne thing. And so Kitty had her first acne treatment today and she did not like it at all. So she currently hates Damien and I. She would not eat a tiki cat treat that normally she goes crazy for, even if Liz tried to give it to her. And she's just angrily and frantically cleaning her face. So Marcel's not angry, are you, Marcel? Marcel's not. He's a happy kitty. He's a happy kitty. Are you a happy kitty? Are you a happy kitty? Yeah, 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 yeah. Woo! I know, poor kitty. Poor kitty. All right. So, Kitty's always been really sensitive to chemical smells. And like their flea medicine back when they used to have, when they used to go outside on the lanai, and so they had to have flea medicine because Stormy got fleas. She was always really, really upset when it was flea medicine time. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hello. Watch your toes. Oh, watch your toes. He was pretending to love me, but look what he did. He took off the microphone cover. What a little devious little sneak. All right, I'm going to just turn the microphone off real quick to reapply this, and then I'll be right back. All right, so Kitty, not thrilled with life right now. So I did see that it's caused by, like, you can get a little gentle scrubber so you don't have to use, like, it's like a pad like an OxyClean if you're old enough to remember OxyClean. That's what it's like. So So I wonder if it just like is really irritated her eyes and now it's in her fur, and so she's mad about it, and that's why she's frantically scrubbing at her face. So maybe she just needs the one that's more like, that's like a gentle soapy foam and like a toothbrush looking thing, and you just keep their chins clean. I don't know. It didn't seem like it was bothering her. So I'm not sure, but who knows? Who knows? Okay. Is OxyClean an old thing? No. I don't know. Do they still have OxyClean? I just figured with how far skincare technology has come that the teens probably have something better than OxyClean, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. So we've got one sheet done. We got to do this sheet. Meow Zow. He just bit me, and he has fur in his claws. I think the fight is ongoing or just happened. Oh. He's probably trying to talk to Kitty, and she's like, no, be gone. All right. Yeah, exactly. He probably was trying to comfort her, and she was like, no, thank you, sir. No, thank you. Hi, Marcel. I know. She didn't appreciate you, did she? You're just a nice baby, and she's just a big meanie. I know. I know. I told you. I told you I understood. I'm doing it by hand because he's sitting straight in the middle of the trimmer, and I could put him on the floor, but Marcel is so energetic I would just be stopping every cut and putting him on the floor again, so I'll just do it by hand. So anyway, if I get murdered in my sleep, we'll know who did it. It was Kitty. So, this is the December Daily 2023 wallet box. And essentially what we're doing is we've designed a wallet. And the idea is if you want to use it as December Daily, that you make a wallet for each of your big holiday activities. And then you just make as many wallets as you need. So rather than trying to take a picture every day and figure out exactly, you know, like what to do to make everything look great, then all you have to do is just make as many wallets as you need for the memories that you want to keep. And bonus, because there's nothing like other than the paper choice, there's nothing December Daily about this. So this design could be literally anything. So you could make wallet boxes for any occasion, person, in any style, etc. So this is a versatile design. Which we, of course, strive for round here. All right. What you doing, Marcel? Yeah, you could do a wallet per kid. You could do a wallet per grade and have it for graduation. You could do a wallet per month and capture a baby's first year. You can do all sorts of stuff. Right, Meowsel? That's right. That's right. You can do whatever you want. Marcel says you should do one for each of his treats, each of his favorite treats. His favorite treats right now, which he's genuinely obsessed with, and it's disturbing, and I think he might need to go into a program, are Origins. I'm gonna just take a quick picture of him so you can see what I'm dealing with in terms of being able to use my trimmer. So there we go. So there, that's the trimmer. That's the drawer where I keep my rulers. So he's even trying to get in on the ruler action a little bit. Churros, they also really enjoy churros. Churros are Tiny Cat's favorite, and then Kitty has a no carb version of churros from Tiki Cat. Kitty's not eating carbs right now, so she's on an extremely low carb diet. I think her diet is like 5% carbs or something like that. And Tiki Cat makes paste in a tube, same as churro, but instead of using tapioca starch, it uses egg protein, so Kitty can have them. Yeah, she's on Kitty Keto. Kitty Keto. So she likes those, but Kitty will eat pretty much anything. Although she would not eat her solid gold cat food, so she got switched to Tiki Cat, which she likes much better. Didn't save us any money. Tiki Cat's no carb cans are just as expensive as the solid gold. So, but basically what we've learned is you can't get extremely high quality cat food for cheap. That is not a thing that you can have. So let's see. Tiny Cat was eating from a brand called Nutro, but she refused to eat those and she went on a hunger strike. So now she's on Shiba's. So she's eating Sheba. Marcel basically is finishing off. Marcel will eat anything. He's like a garbage disposal, and he's not picky. Maybe it's because of his parking lot origins. He's not as snooty. Although Kitty is also a rescue, and she actually has a scar on one ear from where a rat, I think a rat, something with very tiny teeth, bit a little chunk out of her ear. Poor Kitty. So she had she was on the mean streets too at one point. But yeah, she has tiny little teeth marks in her ear. So I don't know. Maybe we should. This is what happens when you get. But Kitty's awfully particular about what she will. Well, right now she's on a diet, so she'll eat anything. But except for solid gold, she just refused to eat that. She did not want it. Maybe it was too bougie for her. So we tried to watch just earlier while we were waiting for some things from dinner to finish up. Was Mr. Lifeguard, Liz, and I, we were all in the living room, and I just turned on, I just wanted to watch something funny and light that I wouldn't have to think about. So I just was like, we'll just watch like whatever comedy Netflix recommends. And it recommended the show called Family Reunion. And we didn't get very far because it had a laugh track. And I don't know, it's been long enough since I watched a show with a laugh track that it was jarring. And all three of us agreed we could like not get over it. It was just too weird. And they would be saying these things that were like not funny or not that funny. And this audience would be just like howling. Like they would be like screaming like they were like rolling in the aisles like they'd been slayed by, you know, the most genius comedic performance of all time. Like at one point they were literally screaming. I was just like, I can't, this is too stressful for me or something. There's something about this I don't like. So all right, so everything is now cut out. And I'm just gonna, this is gonna go in the book like this. So this is the end we need to chomp. So I'm gonna use the large angle punch for this. Okay. And then this one also needs a chomp, but I'm going to put the tape on it before I chomp it. All right. So let's just sort of lay out what I need for this first section. So I need all right, so there's that folder, and it's going to get this on the back, and it's going to get 1, 2 photo mats on the inside, and then on the front it's going to get, oh, I thought, am I missing a sheet? I don't see where it was. So let me just quickly cut this out. Since currently no one is sitting on the trimmer. Welcome to everyone, or welcome back. Tony, Stephanie, Mai, nice to see all of you. All right, and so then that's going to go on top. All right, so that's that. And then on this pocket, this is the liner. And then this is going to go over the pocket like so. And then over here, we've got, let's see, this, and this. I'm going to set these off to the side for a second. Okay. There's the strap. So this goes on this card. Oh, I didn't print anything for the back of this. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to actually print, I'll just cut some poinsettias because I think they'll tie in very nicely. Even though we're going to use this elsewhere on the page, it's not that big of a deal. So I'm just going to cut a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4 inch piece of the poinsettia. This is from the pieces I cut to kind of look at the papers earlier. Okay, so that goes there. And then that's also going to get to vertical photos. So here we go. 1, 2. All right, excellent. Okay, so that's going to go there. That's that insert there. So then here we have the dog, the poinsettia, the snow, and the dogs. So it's going to go like this. The snow, then the dogs, then the poinsettia, then the highlighted dog. So that's how that's going to look. And then this goes on the back, so I'm just going to set it with the other stack. Then for this, we've got this that's going to be on the front. We need to cut it down after we get our tape. And then on the inside of the flaps, we'll have these. So it'll look like this on the inside. Hey, buddy. How you doing? It'll look like this on the inside, these two flaps. And if you want to see how I made any of these, they were all in another video. And then this will close over it all. And then this will go on the back. So this little stack goes all together. And then these 4 pieces are for the tags. So this and this, these will go on the front and the back of the tag that looks like this. Okay. So you have a nice little top 10 list. And then these 2 will go up here on the top, okay, of the tag. And then we need to cut down 2 of these to be 4 by 4. So I'm going to just do that really quickly. I'm just going to cut an inch off either end. Right now they're sized for a 4x6 photo, and I'm going to downsize them for a 4x4 photo. Alrighty. Okay, so everything's kind of organized, so we can go ahead and get started with sticking everybody down. I hope you all had a great day and a great afternoon. This is part of a larger project. There's a playlist on YouTube with all the steps that we've taken so far, and we will keep going until we're done. And the reason we start our Christmas project so early is because I do take a while to finish a project, and so gotta give myself time. Our next project after this will be the third and final book in the Hip to Be Square album. And then depending on what time it is, what time of year it is at that point, we may do more, we may not. So yeah, I don't know. I bet I could get used to a laugh track again, but I haven't. It's because it's been so long since I've heard one. It just felt almost like it dated the show and made the show feel like not new or not fresh, even though it's literally like a 2023 show. So it was just interesting. Now that doesn't mean that I wouldn't enjoy it but it was very jarring. I'm gonna have to like emotionally prepare myself for that again. So that being said, let's keep going. I'm using Miracle tape here. You can use any strong, pressure-sensitive, double-sided tape, Miracle tape, score tape. What else you got? Redline tape, ATG, all of those kinds of tapes. Or you can use liquid glue. Whatever works best for you. For you and you and you. So I'm just starting with my liner, and we'll get all the liner put down. And then we'll start working on inserts. Thank you very much. I was looking through all my polishes, and when I saw this color, I thought that's the perfect fall color because it's not quite red, it's not quite brown, it's not quite not quite orange, you know, it's just the perfect like rusty leaf color. So thank you very much. All right, so now let's ink everything. And I've just been using Forest Moss Distressing because it matches my pattern paper or my cardstock base. My cardstock base is an olive, or is olive, from, why can I not remember the name? Smooth and Silky. That's it. ColorMate's Smooth and Silky. That, my brain was like, I don't have that file for you. I'm sorry. Request denied. 404 not found. I think I don't know if I showed you all my campfire nails that I painted or not. I'm waiting for October for those. But I have a campfire nail set that I'm pretty proud of. So looking forward to those, but I want it to be a little bit closer to spooky season for those, because I want it to have like a telling spooky stories around the campfire, scary stories to tell in the dark kind of vibe. Yeah, s'mores. In fact, they're s'mores nails. Where did I put them? Do. All right, here they are. So we've got a marshmallow. It's a graham cracker. Little campfire guy. It's another graham cracker. Here's a chocolate bar. And just plain thumbs. So it's campfire on the pinky, then the chocolate bar, and the marshmallow. The only thing is, like these, I'm not sure how well these show on camera. The designs that work better on camera are more like the designs I've done like this, where it's like, it's just a more solid, you know. This green one is actually, I'm trying to find the accent nail from the greens. It's like a vine. It's like leaves and a vine. So these are the ones that kind of work better. But, you know, we'll give it a whirl. We'll give it a whirl. So it takes me a long time to do them, but hey, are you still hiding from me? Do you hate me? Do you hate me? No, you don't. Aw. Thank you. Thank you for forgiving me. Thank you so much. Okay. Good news, I think I've been forgiven. All right. Okay. Snow. Next is puppies. Yeah, if you have any fall nail ideas, let me know, because I need at least one set in between these and the marshmallows. Leaves. So I would have thought leaves were maybe beyond my skill, but I think I did okay with that little fire guy. The little I got a lot of confidence from doing the little s'mores nails. So I could attempt a leaf. I think I could do a leaf. Glitter nails are a good idea. I do like, you know, the nude and brown angled tips with the glitter stripe that I did last year. Those are those really long ones I just showed you. It's just, that set is just, it's long. It's a little too, oh, apples. I did those back to school nails. I can do an apple. So I could probably do apples, like apple picking nails. I want to try and do like I'd love like if I could figure out a sweater, but I know you have to be really good with like builder gel. Yes, I can reuse them. They won't stay on as long the second, third, fourth time as they do the first, but they will. I can still get quite a decent amount of time out of them. I just have to, I have to do prep on them. Basically what I have to do is I have to sand all the glue off their backs. And sometimes they break while I'm doing that, and so that's kind of just the end of them, you know. So, like if it's a solid color nail and I remember exactly what polish I use, I can always fix them. But I can redo them. And yeah, I use the sander to just sand off their backs. Okay, so this is what it looks like when it has no inserts. How cute! How cute is that? So, all right, let's start to work on the insert. So first I'm going to do the insert that goes in this pocket on the left side. Yeah, all right, I can reuse them. And if you were to buy, you can buy nails like this from Etsy where someone else has already painted them for you. If you know your nail size. So you could have someone make any kind of nails, you know, and they do some really, really elaborate stuff on Etsy. And you would be able to reuse them if you took care with cleaning them up afterwards. And what I do is to and this is, I do credit this with these nails lasting a long time on me, even though I'm not like a professional nail doer, because I put a barrier between my natural nail and therefore like my natural body oil and things like that, and the glue on the back of the nail. By what I do is I do a gel set on my natural nails without any extensions. That's just like my nails, of glitter nail polish, because I know if you get your nails done with any regularity, you know glitter is like something about glitter nail polish. It's indestructible. It cannot be removed. It's just like, it's just different than other nail polish, okay? I don't know what to tell you. There's something about glitter nail polish. It's in its own, it has its own laws of physics. And so I have a glitter polish that I use when I do my nails. And so I'll do a gel set on myself and use a glitter polish, and I use a clear with big chunky glitter in it. And then I sand that down and get it really rough, so it's even rougher than it already is, because it's already pretty rough because it's glitter. So I make sure there's no shine. I just sand the heck out of it, and then that is what I glue the nail to. That is what I glue the nail to, and I think that really helps them stay on. I think it really helps them stay on. So if you're looking for a way, like if you get like Static Nails, I think that's a really popular company that makes nails like this. That might be a way to do it. Even if you just did regular polish that was glitter polish, as long as you did a base coat. And I think that, the dehydrator too. The other thing that really helps keep your nail polish and or nails on for a long time is to get a dehydrator, which is that when you get your manicure and they have that one bottle that they just like kind of haphazardly splash on your fingertips before they really get started. That's what that is. And it just changes the pH of your nail so that it's more friendly to the polish, and then the polish gets a better bond. So that helps a lot too if you're looking for ways to extend your manicures. But mostly, so I've been doing my own gel nails for like 10 years now, I would say, because I started in 2014 was when I taught myself how to do it. So it's been quite a while. So 9 years, coming up on 10 years. And back when I started, there weren't a ton of consumer products. I actually had to buy, I got all the OPI stuff from eBay. That's how I got started. So I have like the OPI lamp and everything, and they're all the professional versions I had. So now there's a ton of stuff. Now it's really great if you want to do gel nails at home. There's tons and tons of stuff. What companies do I like, even the cheap ones? First of all, Coupa. I've mentioned this before. KUPA, I think, is the company. I'll look it up. It's always in my Amazon ideas list. My Amazon, it's always linked down in the video description, is commonly referenced and used items. I think the nail, the top coat that I like, also your top coat can make a big difference. Your top coat and your base coat. And I've noticed that certain polishes are more sensitive to top coat and base coat than others. So like, for example, like all my OPI nail polishes, gel polishes, they work just as well, if not better, with the Coupa base coat and top coat. But I've noticed Beetles, that brand, no. That polish does not get along very well with the Koopa. So when I use Beetles polish, I only use Beetles top coat and base coat. Sometimes I'll put a Koopa over top of the Beetles top coat, and that works okay. And I usually do that after week 1 to refresh my manicure, keep it nice and shiny. I'll put a new top coat after week 1. That's another tip. And to cap your nails, so see how the tips of my nails are also the same color as the polish? They're not the color of the undernail. I wrap the polish down around the tip. That helps a lot too, to make sure it goes over the top of the nail onto the front of the nail. That helps a lot. So the other thing that I do is, you'll notice that the underside of my nail is a different color than the top. My first coat that I put down of polish, I've noticed if I'm going to use a dark color like this, it really helps to put a coordinating lighter nude down first. And I get a much better look that way, I found, with this one, because sometimes, especially in more saturated colors like this, they really struggle with the clear nails, you know. How this just turned out so cute. We made this ourselves. There's a video in the playlist on how to do that if you have this digital paper collection. So you can recreate that if you want to. But anyway, I've always been interested in really long nails ever since I was like in elementary or middle school. And it was seeing an old movie with Barbara Streisand when I was younger, and I just thought her nails were so beautiful. And I worked really hard in high school to keep my nails strong, to keep them nice and moisturized, and to always have nice polish and all that. And it got much easier when the gels came out. Much, much easier when the gels came out. So, all right, so this is now going to go into here. All right, that's where that's going to live. Okay, so now let's get the one that goes in here. This is the next largest one. Yeah, the gels were just such a game changer. I remember the first time I had a manicure with the CND shellac, and it was like a whole new world. What do you mean I can just get my money out of my wallet after my manicure? What do you mean I don't have to I don't have to plan ahead and pay before I get the polish? Life changing. So all right, need a new roll of tape. Welcome back, Munchkin. Okay, you can come on. Oh, here. There you go. Okay, no? All right. He wasn't quite sure. Come on. You could come say hi. You want to come say hi to your friends? No, he doesn't. Yeah. It could have been hello. It could have been Hello Dolly. It could have been On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. I'm thinking about the ones that I remember the most from watching a lot growing up. I remember On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. The psychiatrist one. And then the one, Funny Girl. Those are the three probably. I saw a ton of them. I, of course, have seen Yentl. Yeah, he needs a paper strip. I should have thought of that. Or because he can kind of come and go, maybe he's not as frantic to get as much entertainment as possible. When since he doesn't know when he can come back. So the somebody's key, something happened. Anyway, Liz's key won't go in the back door anymore. The door to this room. And I think I already told you that it has a broken pane of glass anyway. And I was just thinking that, I don't know, for security reasons, if I want glass in the door right next to the doorknob anyway, just in general, I don't like the design of the door. And also I could fix the broken pane of glass, but because the pane of glass was broken when two doors that are hinged so that they swing towards each other when they're both open, when one of them's doorknob went through the other one's window. So what we just decided is, instead of replacing the lock, because there's something in the lock, so Liz can't, the key won't go in anymore. Keys won't go in anymore. So instead of trying to replace the lock, we're just going to replace the door. Because by the time we've replaced the lock and replaced the window, that's already, glazing is very expensive. Oh, The Way We Were. That could have been it too. I do remember that one as well. But yeah, she just had, and they were nude nails. I think she does prefer nudes. But I was just like, that's it. It's going to be me. My first set of long nails was Lee press-on nails, and those do not work. So, especially, I did occasionally get acrylics, but I did, for the most part, just really, really take care of my own nails. And I'm just lucky that I have a very large nail bed, and my nails are strong, and they are also flexible, which really helps a lot prevent breakage. So yeah, so we're just going to replace it. We have, from the last house, we have another Google lock. And I just prefer the doors to be secured with the electronic keypads that don't have the keys anyway, because they're harder to get into. You can't pick them. You have to basically, you can really only crowbar them open. And I've learned that people who break into houses typically avoid houses that they have to crowbar open, because those are more like, they're just looking to get in and get out with some stuff they can carry that's easy to sell most of the time. And so they can just go to the next house instead of making noise at your house, you know. So I would just prefer it to be on there. Anyway, so this weekend, Mr. Lifeguard's going to replace the door. We have the door. So we have purchased the door, and it is in the old house, or in the old house. It's in the shed. It's in the shed. So it's just hanging out in the shed, and he's going to replace it this weekend. And then we also bought a storm / screen door to put on the door that's by the kitchen, so that we can open the kitchen door, because you know the windows in the house don't open. So that way at least we can vent the kitchen if we ever need to. And so yeah, so those two things are going up because we have two back doors. We have the back door that's on this office, which used to be the garage, and then there's the back door off the kitchen, which used to be the actual back door to the house. So, and then that door, eventually, I think what I might want is I might want to replace that one with something, like, that's not a lock. That's like, or it's like only, you can only open it from the inside. So like you could go out, run out into the backyard if you wanted to, but it's not like a door people would ever be coming into the house from. I don't know if they sell something that's like blank on one side and a deadbolt on the inside. Maybe something like that I would go for, because those doors are very close to each other, so they don't both need to be functioning doors. Well, that would still be a functioning door, but I mean, you don't need to be able to come. You would never, no one ever comes in the kitchen door, because you have to walk past the office door. You would have to walk past the office door and past the small shed and go around to the kitchen. Like, you would just never do that, because the driveway is right next to the office door, obviously, because the office used to be the garage. So it's just pointless, that door. So I just want it to be able to open, so that if we ever want to breeze in the house, there's a door that opens. Or if the main thing is the kitchen, if anyone, you know, cooks something a little too hot, or there's a little bit of smoke, then it's, you know, we have to lock up all the cats and open the front door and the back door, and just let the breeze like flow through until the smoke is cleared. And it would be nice to just be able to just open the back door, but it has a screen so that they can just get in. So that's what I want to do. So it says, Ella says that's what she has on her door, so it definitely exists. So signs are looking up. Okay, so I'm going to use a wider piece of tape on the tops of the tags, just so that the tape will go all the way around the whole reinforcer. I have Don't Rain on My Parade stuck in my head now, so maybe I'll try to find a Barbra Streisand movie to watch after the show during my cool down, chill out time. So we have we got an all metal storm door that has its own locking system. You lock the storm door with a key from the outside. And that way, we're going to just do that and leave it locked. And that way, because Kitty has opened a door or two in her time. So, we just don't want that to happen. So, we figured that one was a good one, because It'll just stay. Why don't our windows open? They're painted shut. They're the original windows on the house. They need to be replaced for energy efficiency reasons. So we have tried to open them using pry bars and things of that nature, but they are totally resistant. I imagine, you know, that the person who flipped the house tried to get them to open. They must have opened at one point because they reglazed them. Unless they reglazed them in place, I guess they could have done that. But anyway, not a single window in the whole house opens. Not one. So I know, it's so frustrating. So anyway, we're going to replace all the windows. That's like, you know, on the project list. Because, again, they're just single pane windows from the 1970s. They have no energy efficiency whatsoever. When you walk past a window, there's like a 10 or 20 degree temperature difference between where you just were and the front of the window. So they're not doing anything. They're accomplishing nothing. They keep out bugs. That's literally all they do. So we currently have them covered with thermal blankets, which is aesthetically very pleasing. Good night, Stephanie. Yeah, I mean, the times it's been, the only times it's really been frustrating have been when, again, someone did something in the kitchen where we wanted to air out some smoke or whatever, but we just couldn't, because when it's really bad, we will put all the cats up and just air out the kitchen if we have to. But again, that is annoying in and of itself. Doesn't that make the house dark inside? The house is, yeah, I mean, it does totally block all the light, but we have quite a few lamps. So, and we have only done it in rooms that that people hang out in. So, like, not in the kitchen. So there's quite a bit of light on the main floor from the kitchen, you know. But yeah, all the bedrooms are pretty dark. All the, and then the living rooms, the 2 living rooms. Now, Mr. Lifeguard in his office, he chose not to do it. So his office is actually really hot all the time. But it's his office, so, you know, that's up to him. Here we have to do it anyway, because this room can't have light pollution. Because of the way this room is, it has windows on all sides. Like, it has really strong, I don't know what, like, you know how, like, when really strong sunlight comes through a window and it casts, like, not just cast a shadow, but also make hot spots on the floor, you know? That was really problematic trying to set up the cameras and things. So in here, we're going to have curtains covering all the windows no matter what. And that has been just the case in every office I've had since I've started doing this that wasn't in a basement. So that's just, you know, kind of how it is. It's just easier to just block the light and to use lots of daylight bulbs everywhere. But yeah, my sister has super cute lamps in her work area, and we're growing to really enjoy lamps. You know, it's really nice. We found out Georgia Power has a shop on their website where you can get discounted energy efficiency upgrades for your house. And they just automatically do all the rebates and the tax stuff for you when you, like, buy them. So we picked up bulbs from them. And so now we can even make the bulbs any color we want in the rooms. So one night, Mr. Lifeguard and I were watching some movie I don't remember, and I made all the light bulbs, like, I dimmed them to like 25%, and I made them blue to match what was going on the screen, and that was kind of fun. So, and he has the we have different warmths in different rooms of the house. So it's actually really nice and you can control them all with your phone. So I am enjoying all of that. But, yeah, it's just been, you know, it's just been super fun times. Okay, so now I've got 4 hole reinforcers. I'm going to chomp these. Now I'm going to chomp them on the side where I put the thick tape. Okay. Because the thick tape is to go around the hole when we repunch the hole. Yeah, that's a really good idea because then you would look like you were underwater, Melanie. Melanie said if you were going to watch something like Jaws or The Meg, to use the blue. And I found there's a setting on the phone app called Candlelight, which just sets them to automatically be dim and warm like candlelight. And we used that setting when we're eating dinner. So honestly, it's really nice to be able to control them, but you know, it's for an annoying reason. So, yeah. But, you know, hey, we upgraded our light bulbs and they're LEDs, so they'll last a long time. So that's nice. But yeah, they had all kinds of stuff. We got, we upgraded our smoke detector. I've told you guys about how annoying the new smoke detector is. But no one is gonna miss it. So, yeah, Mr. Lifeguard turned down her sensitivity. He was like, no, protect us from fewer fires, please. And she was like, are you sure? Okay. Smoke in the kitchen. There's smoke in the kitchen. There's smoke in the kitchen. Guys, we have a rare. She's not on camera, but she's in the room. We have a tiny. We have a tiny. We have a tiny cat. Tiny cat, hello. Hi. You want to come over here and say hi? Has she been on camera since the move? Have you all seen the tiny one? Hey. Tiny. She's currently sniffing stuff on my desk, so maybe she'll come by in a minute or two. Hi. Hi, Tiny. Tiny. Hi. Oh, Tiny cat. Hello. Well, it was brief, but she did drop by. Tiny doesn't get to go in the office as much as the other two cats, and that's not because of anything Tiny Cat did. It just has to do with her behavioral patterns. But Tiny Cat likes to sleep upstairs during the day, so, you know, unless someone's working in the office late at night, which is less common than someone working in the office during the day, then she doesn't really see much. So she's upstairs pretty much until dinner time. She likes to be upstairs, and then at night she comes down. And she likes to hang out. She has a little footstool she likes to hang out on in the room where I hang out. And they have a cat tree in there. She sleeps in the cat tree sometimes. She kind of goes back and forth between the cat tree and the footstool. Right now she's just seeing what's new on my sister's desk. She goes to the vet on Tuesday. So she got separated because she is a special cat. And she is the cat that hates being picked up the most, and hates getting in the car the most, and hates being handled, and hates being in a carrier, and all of that. Hates change. So she needs someone's undivided attention. So she's going by herself. All right, so here they are, the two tags. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so all we have to do to finish off the inside here is just attach all these pieces. So let's get to taping. Yeah, Marcel doesn't have really a routine. He just wants someone to be playing with him 24/7, basically. That's his deal. So he doesn't care if your attention, if there's not at least one person with attention on Marcel, he will go around and be a twerp to any cat, any person he can find until someone will play with him. And so that's why his punishment for violating people's boundaries, and by people I mean Kitty, because let's be real, Marcel wouldn't care if all the rest of us disappeared if Kitty would just give him the time of day. So if he violates Kitty's boundaries, he now has his punishment as timeouts, so that he stops trying to get negative attention, that he like learns that it results in no attention from anyone. So, and basically that was a recommendation for anytime he presses to the point where she does anything more aggressive than hiss. So while it's hissing, swatting, wrestling, that kind of stuff, to just leave him alone, because that's normal cat territory disputes, aggression play, whatever, right? But once Kitty starts vocalizing more strongly than that, that's when he has to get. That's when to take him. They said to just silently pick him up, put him in the bathroom, and close the door, and then just leave him in there by himself for 3 to 5 minutes, and then again, no talking, no touching, just like open the door, and then he can just come out and rejoin the world. So, and of course, he's now figured out that is what happens to him if he pushes. And so he does this thing where if he senses you're trying to pick him up, he flattens himself on the floor and presses himself down into the floor so you can't get your fingers under him. It's very annoying, actually. It's so annoying. So you are trying to scoop up, it's like he's like a pile of noodles on the floor, and you're trying to scoop up this pile of noodles. So, cats, why are they so cute? Because they're so mean. I could just be talking about your kid. It's like they somehow all their bones lose density. They're just like a gushy noodle, and you can't get them. You can't get them. Yeah, it's just like, okay, if you say so. So yeah, it's a fun time. All right, so the reason this one got so much more tape than the others is, of course, because it has to have a magnet. So that's all. So I'm gonna just put this into place. But yeah, Marcel just... Oh, I forgot to make one of these for the underside, so we'll just use a paper scrap of some kind. Not a big deal. Okay. So let's get the magnets in place before we pass some point of no return. Hello, Marcel. Marcel just saw a drawer being opened that he's never seen before. So now, of course, hey, bud. What you up to? Huh? What you up to? Hey, what you up to? What are you up to, sir? The fireplace looks great, doesn't it? Turned out so well. That pattern paper is perfect to simulate wallpaper. Love it. Love it. What's up, buddy? Anyway, the house's front door is in kind of like a more craftsman-y mission style, and the back door is a straight barn door. So we got a back door that would match the front door, and so it still has a window in the top third so that, you know, people who are working in the office can see who's coming in, and if they need to alert them to be quiet, like if I'm recording, you know, we can still wave to them as they're coming in, do all the stuff that we do right now, you know. But without the security issue of having a window right by the doorknob, and without the stylistic issue of having a door that just doesn't match any other door in the rest of the entire house. So that will be nice. So that's going to happen this weekend, and I'll just feel better once we can periodically open the back door and get some fresh air. So that'll be nice. All right, so I'm going to put down my photo mat. I forgot to make one earlier, but that's okay. I'll just do one real quick. Looks like we're only going to have... Well, it looks like we're going to definitely have a long recording because we're 90 minutes in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a recording break after we've done the insides. So basically after I finish this mat, and then we'll have a shorter recording to do the back side. But I do want to try and get it all done tonight. And then that way next week we'll start fresh with wallet number 5. Okay. Ah, family birthday month. We are all kind of spaced out. So we have Christmas. Well, you have Halloween in October. You have Thanksgiving in November. You have Christmas in December. You have my brother's birthday in January. My father's birthday in February. My sister's birthday in March. In April, and also in March, Damien. Now, that's when his birthday is. Oh, I forgot. We just need to make this a little bit shorter because this is 4 1/4 and it needs to be 3 3/4. So I just need to cut a 1/4 inch off the top and the bottom. I'm going to just do that really quickly. April is Alan. May is Mother's Day. June is Father's Day. July, my birthday, and my mom's birthday. August, my birthday. Oh, May is also my sister's wedding, in addition to Mother's Day. We have my birthday and my mom's birthday in July. In August, my anniversary and my parents' anniversary. And then we get a break for September. September is the only month that someone isn't celebrating something. Okay, so I just need to cut like a little thing, really. I have a lot of pieces, just like small little pieces of this, so I'll just use this. Hi, Tiny. Hi. Hi, Tiny. Are you coming to see me? You ran right over here. She saw me and was like, oh, hey, you're in the room. How's it going? I think the cats are enjoying their old routine because if you recall, they were always in the room with me at night. So I think they're liking that routine again because they're with me at night. So because I stay up later than pretty much anyone else in the house because all the other people in the house are morning people and I am not. But so the cats are used to hang out with me at night, and now that the cats are having a little bit more freedom with going in and out of the garage, basically, you know, if they request to go in the office and somebody's in the office to supervise them and no one's coming home in the next hour or so, you know, then we'll let them in the office to roam around. And so they're liking it better. They're less stressed about getting into the office all the time. Because it's not got as much of an air of mystery, I think. But they can have their usual Thursday night routine where they would all be in the office just kind of hanging out, flopped on the floor waiting for me to get done. So it's nice to see them again. But the office is still new enough that they're not asking for as many pets as they used to. So hopefully they'll come on camera soonish. All right. Okay, dokes. So now all we need to do is just attach these, ink these, and stick these down, and then we can do a recording break and move to the back. Okay, this one we're going to have to cut apart. I forgot. So we're just going to cut a 2-inch slice off the left, and then we'll cut a 2-inch slice off the right. And that'll cut out the center of the fireplace, but my guess / hope is that they'll still look, it'll still be instantly recognizable as a fireplace. No problem. All right. Okay. So we just need to add a little bit of tape on these new edges, and then we'll ink everybody and stick them down, and then it'll be recording break time, and then we'll finish off the back. So yeah. right, so on to the back. I'm going to go ahead and stick down our little plaid back smoother. And then I'm going to put this one with the poinsettias on the right. And I'm going to put this one with the poinsettias on the left. All right, so now it's time to look at the front. And then this is going to go there. So yes, still obviously a fireplace. Still looks cool. It actually looks like, don't they go in the nutcracker through the fireplace? So basically we've turned this fireplace into a door. Very nutcracker-esque, I think. Yeah, the fireplace is great. Fireplace is great. We've been doing really, really well with all these pieces. Beautiful. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take out all of the pieces and parts. And the reason why is just because it's easier to do the back if they're not attached. But take a look at these. Aren't those beautiful? This is such a, they all look so good together. This is really, really, really nice. Wonderful when you can just like control the embellishments from the collection and you can make them fit whatever you need, you know. So this has been a fun way to do it. So I'm really, really happy with this. But anyway, this is the inside of wallet number 4. So we've got the beautiful fireplace, the beautiful fruit cake, the beautiful tree, just really, really nice. And then that'll be it for this video. And then in the next video, what we're going to do is we'll just do the back. So we've got 15 minutes left. We're probably going to go over, but I just want to get the back done. So we'll get and we'll do the front as well, the front and the strap and all that. So I'm going to do a recording break here for those of you who are watching live. Just hang tight. Nothing is going to change for you. If you're watching in the archives, just go ahead and click to the next video to see how class ended. And if you're watching on YouTube, all you have to do is click to the next video in the playlist. If there isn't one yet, that means it's not there yet. It'll be there in a day or two. And you'll be able to see it at that time. It won't take very long. Usually I post them about 24 hours apart. So if it's not there, it'll be there very shortly. Thanks so much for watching. I am live on Thursdays at 2 p.m. Eastern USA time and 9 p.m. Eastern USA time, weather permitting. And I will see you next time. Bye.